The Vatican making its final preparations for the funeral of Pope Francis at St. Peter's Square in Rome tomorrow morning. The Vatican kept the doors open to St. Peter's Basilica past midnight and well into the morning hours. All this week, tens of thousands of people have been lining up to pay their respects to the 88-year-old leader of the Catholic Church who died from a stroke on Monday. Those mourning his death include a man who once fitted the Pope for glasses and the Pope's tailor.
I met a man who was full of smiles, very friendly.
He never made you feel that he was a powerful figure in the world.
Pope Francis' coffin will be sealed at 8 p.m. local time before his funeral tomorrow. After that, 9 days of mourning will follow before the conclave begins the process of picking a new pope. Well, KTVU's Roberta Gonzales, honored, as she says, to be there in Rome for all of this. She had a previously planned vacation, but this morning, there she is, right near St. Peter's Basilica in the square. Roberta, what is it like today?
The best way to describe it would be if you would attend the Super Bowl times 100,000, and I'm talking about the crowd. I can't believe I'm even standing here right now. My apartment is about just shy of 2 miles away, and it took over an hour and a half by foot to get here, but we were actually kind of running. And then you have 2 metal detector stations you have to go through in order to get here. The line is hours and hours long. It was 5 hours long as far as the line is concerned to view the Pope lying in state. Yesterday, remarkably, again, I don't know how, I got through in about 35 minutes, and today, again, they're saying it's up to about 5 hours long as far as people are concerned standing in these lines. It's currently 69 degrees outside. We get these occasional gusty winds. We had showers and thunderstorms that developed about 5 o'clock Rome time yesterday, and we have those thunderstorms in the forecast again later today, so occasionally we'll get these winds. So people did bring their umbrellas. They cannot take them inside St. Peter's Basilica where the Pope is lying in state. I'm going to try to step out of the way here so you can take a better look at it. We keep losing our picture from time to time because there's so much media here. There's thousands and thousands of cameras and also security and oh boy, the helicopters for security. So that's where the Pope's body's lying in state. That's why people are lining up. And to add to all of that, Pam and Dave, today is a Roman holiday. I mean, it's a Roman holiday. This is the biggest holiday of the year for them. It's their Independence Day, equivalent to our 4th of July. So that's why even more and more people are coming here. Plus, on the Roman holiday, all state museums are open for free, so they can come on in free of charge, and they're taking advantage of that. What you're looking at with all of these crowds is nothing. It's outside to try to get in here. It's on the roadways. And then we keep getting these notifications from the government for security purposes, and there's a lot of security. But one thing I did want to mention to you is that even though you see so many people and so much security and so much police, everybody has been super kind, and they've been so accommodating with us, trying to get through, and just people to people, the kindness and really the pure love has been remarkable to see.
I'm glad to hear that. We're glad to hear that people are being respectful and kind. It's such a special moment for so many people. Back up, because you said you had to basically walk or run 2 miles. I would imagine, is there just no getting on a train or an Uber or a Lyft or something there?
There are trains and there are buses to a certain point. Otherwise, you see a lot of police vehicles. There's a lot of barriers, as you would see for any big event in the United States, all around here. And we imagine it will be even 10 times that, 100 times that tomorrow when you have the actual funeral. And I'm still thinking they moved the funeral to Saturday because that's when we have in the forecast full-on sunshine. And if, again, you could see behind me, they've already had the stairs. Well, the people are kind of blocking it. Not the stairs, but the seats for the dignitaries like the President, Trump, and also J.D. Vance, who are coming to represent the United States. But you have presidents from every single country coming here, and that's why the security measures are so high as well. So yeah, it was a nice. Let's just say I got my steps in today.
That is for sure. Thank you so much, Roberta, for bringing that to us.
Yeah.
We're going to check in with you throughout the morning, and we understand there's sometimes some technical difficulties, but it's so great to have you there, and we know that it's really special for you to be there as well.
Can I just say the most difficult part has been getting my luggage. I'm still without luggage ever since I got here.
No.
And I left for Rome on Wednesday from Chicago. Wednesday morning, 6 a.m., I left for Rome. Well, we had to transfer through JFK, and I still have been wearing the same clothes since Wednesday, actually a different blouse. I just kind of washed things, but that's it.
Yeah.
I still have no baggage.
Well, and we hear it's winning. And you look amazing as always. I don't know how she puts it together. Maybe you can do some shopping. Roberta Gonzales, we will see you in just a little bit. Don't forget, we do have live coverage from the Vatican leading up to and covering the funeral of Pope Francis. That starts very early, 12:30 in the morning on Saturday, here on KTVU and on our Fox local app.
We're
She's
so
incredible.
lucky to have Roberta there and to get her perspective.
Because she's a very religious person.
Yeah.
For people who know her, know that she's very involved in her church, and she had this trip planned, but it's so special for her to be there. But then learning that she doesn't have her luggage, she's just dealing with regular things that people have to deal with when they're traveling. But boy,
in the middle of history.
It's just in the middle of history.
She did an incredible job as always, Roberta.